History, as we learn it in school, is often a simplified version of what actually happened. It's surprising how many historical events have been altered in our textbooks. Let's dive into 10 events that were changed or distorted in school history books. First, Christopher Columbus did not discover America. Indigenous peoples had been living on the continent for thousands of years before Columbus arrived in 1492. Moreover, other explorers, such as Leif Erikson, had reached North America centuries earlier. Second, the story of Paul Revere's midnight ride is not entirely accurate. While Revere did alert colonial militia to the British advance, he was not alone. Several other riders, including William Dawes and Samuel Prescott, also spread the word that night. Third, the Pilgrims did not land on Plymouth Rock. This is a myth that has been perpetuated over the years. There is no historical evidence that the Pilgrims landed on this specific rock when they arrived in 1620. Fourth, the Emancipation Proclamation did not immediately free all slaves. While it was a crucial step towards abolition, it only applied to the Confederate States and did not affect the slaves in border states loyal to the Union. Full abolition in the United States was achieved with the 13th Amendment in 1865. Fifth, the myth of George Washington and the cherry tree is just that, a myth. The story of young Washington confessing to chopping down a cherry tree was invented by biographer Parson Weems to illustrate Washington's honesty. Sixth, Thomas Edison did not invent the light bulb. Edison's contribution was improving the bulb's design and making it commercially viable, but the concept existed long before him, with inventors like Humphrey Davy and Warren de la Rue making significant strides. Seventh, the idea that the Great Wall of China is visible from space is false. Although the wall is massive, it is not visible from space with the naked eye. This myth likely arose to emphasize the wall's grandeur, but it is not a fact. Eighth, Rosa Parks was not just a tired seamstress who refused to give up her seat on a bus. Parks was a seasoned activist who had been involved in civil rights work for many years before her arrest in 1955. Her act of defiance was a deliberate and strategic protest. Ninth, the belief that Marie Antoinette said, "Let them eat cake," is incorrect. There is no evidence that she uttered this phrase. It was likely propaganda used to discredit her and portray her as indifferent to the plight of the poor. 10th, the myth that witches in Salem were burned at the stake is incorrect. During the Salem witch trials, those convicted of witchcraft were hanged, not burned. This misconception might stem from European witch trials, where burning was a common punishment. These altered narratives shape our understanding of history, often simplifying and sometimes distorting complex events. Recognizing these changes allows us to seek a more accurate and nuanced view of the past. History is filled with fascinating details, and unearthing the truth can be just as interesting as the myths we've been told. As we continue to learn and grow, it's crucial to question and verify the historical narratives presented to us. This deeper dive into history not only enriches our knowledge, but also helps us appreciate the intricacies of the events and people that have shaped our world. So, the next time you come across a historical fact in a textbook, remember, there might be more to the story than meets the eye. Thanks for watching.